So again, good afternoon. And for our food processing for this session, we will be online, diba? And again, this is recorded for the sake of those na will miss the session. This is just a 40-minute session. And I will just post this doon sa Healthy Foods by Dr. Alminda later. And also sa ating Facebook group. So let me share my screen. You probably have seen na-check na ninyo to kung ipang send.
Wala pa po, ma'am. Still downloading pa po.
Anyway, if you are going to like the page, no, Healthy Foods by Dr. Almina. So I posted yung ating outline. So which will be the one we will discuss this time. Okay, so before we start, do you have any questions or clarification regarding the schedule? May questions or clarification regarding the schedule natin? So we will have face-to-face every other week. So last week kasi nag face-to-face tayo, and so this today we're having online, and it's always recorded for the sake of those who cannot join. And also by next week, therefore we will have our visit to the food processing mismo. So our face-to-face will be all devoted to laboratory. And I hope you are ready with your here. Kasi I have here actually example, no? You will see your wala na ako pa na post dere sa Healthy Foods, but last time if you hi Sarah, if you have checked the photos that I've sent you mga months ago, na ay mga pictures dito sa food processing, no, and the equipment. So I'll have an orientation on that, and I hope you're ready. Dili good exactly nanin no inyong head sa tawag na inyong head cap, whatever, no, lab gown or apron, so something like that. Tanan na ba yun, Ana? This was done during my food processing and so it could be do you want to have a uniform color or any na lang? So kasi gusto ninyo uniform or one color? Kasi color gani sa uniform sa BSAB? Green? Well, anyway, not to cost you so much. Kapahit na po yung green. So, instead, any color na lang sa inyong apron and other cooking outfit. No? So, let me introduce to you our food processing. By the way, if wala pa mo ka-like sa page, you can like the page para ma-update mo sa tanang post dito. And you will also all the activities. Hi, Zil, i-mute na ka ha, because of your background. So, all the yung anak siguro nag-attend of eskwela, and all the photos and activities that we're going to have. I believe you can also share maybe in my page. I don't know yet kung maka-share ba. Ako naman siguro. No? So, last time wala pa na ako napakita sa inyo ha. What's inside the page, but after kasi 40-minute lang pa, no? So after this, after the outline, so I'll be showing you what's inside the page, no? Which will later on, each of your products will be featured dito sa page. So I made this page actually like on 2019 pa, since my boss in Samoa, he hired me for as a food technician, food lecturer also. So I developed a course, and this food processing was one of the courses that I developed there. So this course covers principles of food preservation, drying and dehydration, refrigeration and freezing, sterilization of food by heat treatment, use of food additives, fermentation, and other techniques of food processing. So these are just very broad, but we will cover all of this. And this provides modern food processors several preservation approaches, including heat addition or removal, acidity, water activity, pressure, electrical field, and etc., to transform raw food materials to produce microbiologically safe, extended shelf life, consumer desired, convenient, and value-added foods. So, although we cannot deny the fact that most processed foods are really bad for our health because of the sugar content, the salt content, but not all, no, including the dried foods, no, and maybe when these foods are processed, some of the nutrients, not maybe, but it's been proven by studies that some of these nutrients are already lost during the processing, no, through dehydration or removal of water. Kasi when during transpiration, pag water evaporation, the water-soluble vitamins are also lost, and number one water-soluble vitamins is what vitamin? Yes, what vitamin, Elcherson? Asa na inyong thesis? Yes, John Paul. Vitamin C, diba? The water-soluble vitamins. So, that includes A, D, E, and K. While mga vitamin B1 and so on are all, wait lang, there's no wrong. Tama ba ko? Nakalimut ko. Are, check na lang. Are fat-soluble vitamins. No? So, this will also show how food processing operation can influence the extent of changes in product quality and attributes, nutrient and quality retention based on treatment applied, type of nutrient, food composition, and storage condition. Ayan. So, package na to talaga, ha? And so, upon completion of the course, you will be able to explain the importance and basic principle of food processing and preservation. So, lahat ng exam natin will be in the form of essay. Apply different processes in low temperature processing, high temperature processing, moisture removal processing, or drying, and the use of food additives like salt and sugar, and so on. And apply different post-processing operation, including packaging. So, ito yung mga course content natin. And if you're going to check, dito sa ating, here, nandito na pala. In here, you're going to check this one. Ayan. So, for 13 to 16 weeks, 18 weeks, these are our course content. Introduction, history and importance of food processing, basic principles of food processing and preservation, properties of foods, and processing theory, as well as the process control. And so we will have low temperature processing, raw material prep, size reduction, mixing, forming, and so on, including fermentation and enzyme technology, irradiation. So alam niyo yung irradiation, daradura sign. Ibig sabihin, UV radiated siya, and then in that case, it will preserve the food through radiation kasi namamatay yung mga bacteria and other microorganisms. And also processing using electric fields, hydrostatic pressure, and light or sound. Imagine with light and sound, you can even preserve your food. So high temperature processing as well, blanching, pasteurization, sterilization, evaporation and distillation, extrusion, dehydration, baking, and roasting. So meron tayong roaster dyan for coffee and cacao. So we're gonna make chocolate perhaps. Frying also, we have a deep fryer there, dielectric, homing, and infrared heating. Wala tayong ganon. Pero freezer, meron tayo, no? Moisture removal processing, chilling, freezing, controlled, modified atmosphere storage or packaging. Meron tayong sealer, no? Sealer dyan for such purpose. Freeze drying and freeze concentration. We have a big freezer there. So later, for the rest, after the 40 minutes, I hope I have time to upload all the photos so you can watch it in the in my page. Use of additives such as different food additives, including yung kinakain natin na tocino. So naana siya nitrate, no? And that is cancerous, no? It can cause cancer. So it's not actually healthy to always eat processed food, especially meat, no? And salt and sugar, and we all know that salt and sugar can cause us diabetics, and salt can cause hypertension, high blood. So ayun. But then as a food technology someday or processor in our course, we can develop technologies that will enhance health rather, no? Like dried fruits na walang masyadong chemical contents and other additives na harmful. So natural, although natural, but this, kasi even food, like when I'm making ice cream before, and there are like says na healthy bang ice cream, no? Yes, in the sense that if I don't add additional sugar, kasi meron na siyang natural sugar in it, depende sa ingredients, no? Ganun, no? Ganon. So all fruits already have natural sugar. Kaya sometimes kahit diabetic ka, bawal sa inyo ang mangga kasi it's high in starch and sugar content. And lastly, post-processing operation. This includes coating, enrobing, packaging, filling, sealing of containers, materials handling, and storage and distribution. So for our references, you can always, this is the main reference. If you click this one, you will be directed to the site where it came from. Or I already sent you, sa problema ni Aljun, last pa eh. So I already sent you all the references that we can make use. So I have also here for our laboratory, we will follow the food processing NC2 of TESDA. So ito, no, you can read all the, this is for the normal training naman ng TESDA. Pero right now, I don't know kung you can, actually, anytime, if there is slots for SAMAL na TESDA, you can always ask them or kanang mato mo mismo sa kanang, mato mo mismo sa ilahang office, and then nanay siya application if you want to avail, magpalista mo dito if you want to avail the scholarship of TESDA for food processing NC2 or any even, no? We have agriculture crops NC2 processing. And if you become a TESDA scholar, you have allowance and so on, and all free na education or training. And it's very advantageous for you kasi for your, especially kung mag-abroad mo kasi it's accredited in international, and also teaching opportunities if maging trainers methodology na mo na na level, no, or assessor something. So I'll just have a screenshot again. Yan. So, anong gagawin natin sa laboratory? This will be, these are for test na naman na competencies. But right now, nag-expire na kasi ang in situ ko, no? And upon kanang inquiry to them, sabi nila migration pa daw ang food processing ngayon. Parang meron din nagdag. So, parang uulit talaga ata ako. Oh my God, kadaghan pa naman luto o no, kapoy kaya. Kasi ang assessment, Ana, is 1 day and you're gonna cook mga 8 to 12 na mga types of processing, no? This include processing foods by salting, curing, and smoking, processing food by fermentation and pickling. So, gumawa ata kami ng vinegar in this case. And also packaging, processing food by sugar concentration sa mga jams, candies, no? And salting, curing, and smoking. So, gumawa kami ng smoked fish and instant. So, yun din ang gagawin natin. Last time we have listed, depende, wala tayong limit naman noon, no? Kasi we have the facility. The question lang is yung ating ingredients. If you can provide your own ingredients, so we can always do that. We have the facilities. So by next meeting sa ating face-to-face, we're gonna have orientation all on the use of the facilities, no? Paano gagawin? And kasi hindi pa tayo makapag-lecture about how to do this. So ang una natin is drying muna, no? As a activity. So dried fruits, for example, but we can actually do that immediately after the orientation, because we have 3 hours naman. So we can have, kung anong meron kayong ingredient na fruits sa inyong bahay na madala ninyo, maski lang siya, also right, no? And try to look for a recipe on how to do dry food of that particular fruit, no? So we have we can try it when next Saturday. Along with, and hopefully meron na kayong mga, again, outfit, your apron, your head cap, and so on. So, do you have any questions or clarification regarding our topic and our activities sa ating food processing? Excited na mo? Or do you have any questions or clarification before we proceed with our orientation and what you can see on this page? So if you are going to scroll down, kung wala just but in any time, kung na may mga questions or clarification. So if you're going to scroll down the main page, no, the info, so you can see photos here of what I've done in the past 2 years. Kasi I just have made this one. September naman na. Oh my God. Sa 2019 ata nakalimutan, 2020. 2019 ay. Oh my God, ang bilis ng panahon. But I had my actually my food minor in food science sa UPLB and nag-NC2 ako nung food processing. So if you have mushroom, you can we can have dried mushroom as well kung meron kayo, no? So this is actually my boss. If you can see, we have food displays. And this is my best friend when we went to Samoa. This is the University of South Pacific na food display. O imagine, gawa ko yan lahat. Although prior to that, may nagawa ng mga flour, like breadfruit flour, yung naunang na-hire. And then, I just went there to continue. And we had multiple displays all over the Fiji and Samoa Islands. Ayan. So, we're going to have this actually on our final activity. So, mag-display po dun sa inyong products. You are all 30 plus. So, we're gonna have at least 30 products as well. So, what are these products? I actually have someone akong boss na nag-hire, no? And he was si Muhammad Umar. And he was the one actually who told me na gawan ko lang, i-compile ko lahat ng mga photos ko. And then, I tried the Facebook page for the first time. And so, I guess madami na ata akong Facebook page. Check ko na. Ay, lahi ba yun? Ito nung kumakita kong Facebook pages. So, I have a lot of pages actually. Meron akong tissue culture kasi I'm also doing tissue culture. I don't know why hindi na ako makita doon. Your pages and profiles. Ayan, diba? Ay, wrong. Anyways, going back dito. So, in my album, I have here several photos, albums. Ito, kita. See all photo na rin. Yan. So, sa photos ko, those are all the products you can explore if you want to see. Kaya lang, dahil nga hindi na ako nakabalik ng Samoa, ayan, and all the albums here, hindi na ako nakabalik ng Samoa, so hindi ko na natuloy yung storage condition. And even ice cream, no? Although wala tayong ice cream maker sa lab, but we can always do that using mixer lang. So what are these 94 health products? And also, mobile uploads na din siya. Ice cream na ginawa ko, so you will also be inspired to make your own recipe of your ice cream. So I had papaya ice cream. So if you wanna continue papaya ice cream, kasi wala na po time na magnegosyo pa na. No, but it's still really yummy, no? If you want, we can do sample next time. Ayan. And the different products. Kaslova. And the different health products. Ayan. We have dried sweet potato leaves. No, maraming gamit yan. Dried moringa, dried avocado. Ang dami. These are all, 90 photos lang ata ito, pero I really made 100 kasi for the celebration itself. So scroll ko lang kasi I'm doing big products and ice cream. So we actually have, dami ba yung ka na ganing star Kanin siya, kanin siya, kaning, my guys, ganing, passion fruit ice cream, then star fruit ice cream, my guys, I can remember, gutom na ko. Dami ang star fruit, ganing balimbing, dami siya, in fairness, no? So, do you have any questions or clarification? Wala yun tayo. Ang una natin is drying. So, pagdala ng muog mga ingredients. Some ingredients or recipe will, basically, ako mag-dry. Wala dyan ko yung gina-mix na, like for example, leaf. Ako ang i-dry. So, wala ako yung gina-mix na anything. Kasi dried moringa or the malunggay has many uses. No? In fact, freeze-dried na sa US, freeze-dry nila, ganin laging dalok-dalok o kanang ganing sabaw nga na malunggay. And then, syempre, wala na sa US, so ilang gina-freeze, no? And, lang siya, so wala na siya, dried na siya, and then, inigpagsabaw, mix siya. So, but for mango, for instance, na siya ginadagdag para pwede add siya of preservative, pwede add siya ng sugar or coatings, no? Para di siya. But for me, I have, by experience, wala ko ginadagdag, gina-control lang na ako ang temperature. No? To come up with the correct temperature kasi through purang maganda akong trabaho. So I really had gained skill when I had my 2 years in Samoa. Okay, so kamo nila ma-explore ka na mga bisita na ako during the sa health. And later on, madagdag na ako dali yung mga products someday. So I'm actually excited kasi food processing is one of my passion. Kaya excited ako to come up with our own dito sa SICC. At saka mag-start na talaga tayo. So, by the way, ang problema lang is that, napa ba sa inyo ang unvaccinated? Napa ba?
Naapo, ma'am.
Ma'am Jen, oo. So,
Nadaya, ma'am.
I have no choice, and we have no choice, but unless magpa-vaccine ka, no? But I don't want to interfere with your decision. But in that case, mag-watch na lang ka sa mga videos na ibang post na ko sa page. And also you can make your own at the convenience of your home. Kaso nga lang, like, dili mo ma-reach ang food dehydrator, not pa na different equipment na naata available. So I will try to ask Ma'am April in that case. So wala di kayo plano man no magpa-vaccine? Jen? Jen, sige. Tingnan lang ko later. So
Si Dawa po at ma'am, si pelidoan niya.
Linaw, Jessa.
Oh, Lenaw po. Sila po dalawa.
Sila, no? So, I will try to ask, but of course, the general rule na sa school. Therefore, alam mo, ano lang mo, no, depende ka na siya. And I cannot promise on that. So anyway, we have discussed already our outline in our future activity. So make sure na naamoy dalang dried fruit nga i-dry ninyo or any halimbawa na may gusto na herbs na gusto niyo i-dry. So just prepare for that. Nakagrupo na mo, diba? The same.
Yes po.
So you discuss with your group for the rest of the time. But I will also allow, like, for for each group, pwede mo mag, ano no, like 5 members mo, lahi-lahikon mo, no? Basta ang final product is per group, no? Depende na sa inyo. Kasi as much as possible, I want you to explore everything and anything. And make use of your creativity. So, since tapos na tayo sa course outline, I will just show you this book. Kasi this is the book that we will mainly use. Although some of the references are also in other materials that I have sent you, yung mga files. So, but then slow kayo siya. Oh my gosh. Responsive. Exit na lang. Madali na lang po. So, do you have any more concerns and questions regarding sa ating topic? Daghan na kayo to, and that's too much for the whole STEM actually. Also, kung pwede din na ito magdagdag. Sa mga activities, i-focus lang gani nato no kung usay makaya nato sa ating food processing. But we're going to start definitely with our food processing next meeting. So please, we will charge of, kasi mas makalimutan na ko ba nga, mga katsus ay magpa-open ta sa lab kay Sir J. Raman daw. So kinsa magpanana in charge. Kasi pwede mag-ano-ana on Friday or before Friday para kasi ako usually nagatan-on ako sa akong schedule per day karon. Hindi yun ako ma-memorize pa na. Dagdag mangugong trabaho no, kayod lang. So, ito yung laman. So, kung wala dyan mag-volunteer dira, of course, akong favorite na subuon, si Novi. Hi, Nov.
Hi, ma'am.
Pero reklamo lang, Nov, ha? Kung ayaw mo. Kasi pwede naman sila. No, baby.
Okay lang po, ma'am.
Okay
Anytime.
lang.
Yes po.
So okay na taan na ha, no? Follow up lang sa sa susi or
Yes,
pa-open
po,
natin ang food lab. And don't forget again your attire, no? Your apron and everything. Apron lang man o kanang head cap or kanang hair cap. No? So, basic principles, we're going to start with basic principles or properties and processing theory. And beside this, so we only have 4 minutes. So, i-introduce na lang na ako sa inyo ang ating book na gagamitin. Dapat nyo nagsurang-surang. So, and we also have another book on food processing handbook. Uy, naglasip ako. Asa na ni? So, ang first page, pareho lang sa nilili. So, this is another, kasi meron akong kinuha sa other book. Sorry, wala pa yun ako na-arrange. No? Supposedly, naka-motion na siya. But, wala to nang nako ang last due date na po ni Ma'am April. And then we have to start. So, in this book, nag-start siya sa post-harvest handling and preparation of foods for processing. But it's not our main topic kasi our first topic in here is history and importance of food processing. So, in the history of and importance of food processing, it is somewhere here. Check ko lang ha. I think this one. So, tuloy naman po ka, diba? Ka reference. Akong data. chapter 1. So dire diri siya ang overall sa food processing. But then I don't have much time na. So we will start maybe our formal lecture by next meeting pa after sa atong ano. So as a whole, very short lang siya nga introduction. This is actually an abstract made. Katugay niya. So this is just an abstract made on the principles of food processing. No, published, what year is this? I guess earlier siya. So as an introduction, no, paano about the processing industry and its application. So nandire ang mga ano yung mga na-involve sa food processing. So I will not be discussing in detail na kasi we will have it on next meeting. So ito namang book na ito will show you food processing in as another ano. So diretso siya sa food processing and then safety and control. I think na this also indicates the a little background of the history. So but then I actually have here the history na prepare na ko na evolution of agriculture, food processing and processing and food preservation. So ayan. So since 1 minute na lang pa left, I will just reserve that one for questions and clarification. So any questions or clarification? Pangutana, mga dear. So ready na ba mo next meeting sa ating drying? Food drying? So diretso ta actually ugwan ha. Wala ka lecture kasi hindi man gud ta magbulat. Sa face-to-face, i-cover na to ang actual kasi you can also learn from actual experience. Although all we need to do is, although wala pa ta ka lecture about water removal or drying, pero simple naman kayo na siya. Diretso natin sa actual. And make sure na you have your own recipe. If not, I can also guide you on what to do. So by group tayo, after this, make sure you will meet your group. Wala na yung pangutana. So